Howdy y'all, my name is Brent here for Time Mistrainer, Told War the Mistrainer Tribe, and today I want to talk to y'all about Sunwell Plateau. Sunwell Plateau is the last and final... Wait, what? That was weird. It's the last and final raid in the Burning Crusade, and you're fighting against the Burning Legions. The Sunwell Plateau is also different from some of the other raids in that it's fucking hard. And I don't mean like you're gonna have to wipe a couple times. I mean you're gonna have to wipe a lot of times. And I wanted to just take y'all through some of the preparations that I made as a tank for your own knowledge and thought process if you wanted to tank Sunwell. So the first thing that you have to shift majorly from doing Black Temple and Hyjal and doing Sunwell is your gear loadout and the whole philosophy of how you're itemizing your stuff. Let me just show you the gear that I would use to tank Black Temple nowadays. I got my PvP helmet with the attack power hit, agi crit damage, hit agi. Look at all this threat. We're a threat beast right now. Look at this. Onslaught shoulders got the damage ones. Dory's Embrace from the badges. Super good cloak. Man, we are pumping with this. Armor pen. More armor pen. Onslaught breastplate. We do got the stamina gems there. 6 all stats. Ancient phalanx. And we dual wielding a lot of this stuff now too, because we're just so heckin' big as a Tauren. You only need a shield for some of the stuff. We got the armor pen here. DST here. Solarian Sapphire. Got a PvP ring, got the damage ring, because don't need the tanking one. PvP boots, PvP legs, armor pen belt, gauntlets of enforcement. Now, if you go into Sunwell and you try to tank in this set, you will turn into a pancake. You will just die. It's not even close. From what the numbers are coming out of these bosses hitting people, you're going to need every bit of mitt that you have, and you're still going to get pancaked. So, I wanted to show y'all the set that I prepared now, which I would never use in Black Temple because it would just make my healers fall asleep. But, if you don't wear full mitt in Sunwell, you heckin' die and get stuck on the bosses. So, check it out. Chickaboom. That's the item rack. I just hit shift 6 here, and now look at this. We got a mitigation helmet off Illidan, and we got the ZG enchant, which is Biss. Defense stand block value. And the gem in this, it's not the agi crit damage, it's the stamina stun resist. 5 agi 7 stam for that 6 stam socket bonus. Still got this on. Stamina, hit, expertise, you need those. Destroyer shoulder guards, tank versions, nice. Dodge defense enchant, stam, agi hit. We got the Wide Peepo Shroud of Wide Peepo Happy. Get that dodge, get that hit, get that big stam. Glory of the Defender. Nice. That's got so many mitt stats on it, plus a big amount of hit. I need to hit 9% hit because we don't have improved fairy fire in our guild. Another thing that you got to think about is, what is your guild's comp and what do you need to prepare? So you need to ask your raid leader, hey, do I need 6% hit or 9% hit? It depends. Still got these on. Got the Brutalizer. Here. I got a shield on here. I'm not going to dual wield that. No way. No way, Jose. Another weapon option you could do is Unbreakable Will if you didn't get a Brutalizer. Also good. Rifle of the Stoic Guardian, Stamina Dodge. No armor pen. I'm not going for threat. Gauntlets of Enforcement. Just super good gloves. Come on. Girdle of the Invulnerable off Leothras the Blind. The Gurtok Blood Boil Belt never dropped for me. It's just bad luck. Too bad. Onslaught Leg Guards. The mitigation ones, defense, parry, block value. I got a stam gem in that. Stam agi enchant on that. Myrmidon's Treads. Speed and stam. Stam, stam. Defense, dodge, hit. Good boots. Lots of mitt. Band of the Abyssal Lord here. 53 stam, 27 defense, 21 hit. We got the Ring of Sundered Souls here off Morogrim Tidewalker. Got the Ancient Akir Artifact from ZA. That's a good chunk of parry there. And then the On Use, it gives you a bunch of armor for 20 seconds. That's going to be great for any big spikes of damage, like after a stomp or something. Commendation of Kothos. This is from Heroic Magister's Terrace, and it's super good. I got really lucky because it's only been out for a few days and I got one. I was really excited, and I was in Discord, and I said yes, because I was so happy. But it's got a ton of stam, and then melee attacks, which reduce you below 35% health, cause you to get 152 dodge rating for 10 seconds. It's like you know that you're about to die, so you just, like Neo in the Matrix, just dodging all that shit. So that's a great one. So this is my armor set, and then another adjustment that I'm making is instead of me using all these elixirs for more threat in this armor, I'm going to use this. Shatran's Flask of Fortification. It gives you health and defense. 500 health is a lot, but the big ticket about this is when you prog, you're going to die a whole bunch. And it's not about parsing. Even if you're in a fast-killing guild, you're going to have to wipe a bunch. And with this, you still get the buff even after you die. So this is just a very economical option. You can turn in the Marks of the Illidari to get these, and that's great. What else do we got? We got Greater Wards of Shielding. It puts 4,000 points of absorption on your shield so that whenever you're blocking and stuff, that's going to mean that you block a whole bunch more. That's also great. I'm going to bring 25 of these. I have some more that are in the mail, so if I run out, I can use more, but this is one of the big tools that warriors and paladins can use to really buff the amount of damage they can absorb at the start of a fight. It takes a couple seconds to put this on, so you can't just do this during the fight unless you don't have threat. But definitely a powerful tool. Blacksmiths can make them. You don't need to be a blacksmith to put it on. Sharpening Stones, probably for trash on the offhand, but you're not really going to sharpen your main hand. Wind Fury Totem is better. Rune of Warding, going to put these on my chest piece. It lasts for an hour and it does persist through death. Another really nice buff. I'm going to go for the Stam food this time. If I'm doing a Black Temple Hajal, I'll go for 20 Agi food for more threat. But this is not about threat for prog. It's about trying to survive and not be a pancake. I do have a couple of these, but I'm not really going to use these much for my prog raid. And another thing that I got is 67 Iron Shield potions. I might need more than this, honestly. We'll see how it goes. But this is a must-have for any tank. Anytime a boss is hitting you, you have to have 100% uptime of Iron Shield potion. And then a bunch of protection scrolls. This should always be up. These are usually cheaper than Agi and Strength. So even if you're a tank on a budget, you should still get this one. But if you want to go all out, you could Agi and Strength scroll. One thing I'm probably going to do is I'm not going to do Agi and Strength scroll maybe for the first pull or the second pull. But as we get the fight figured out and people know their jobs, then you can full send with all the consumes. It is very expensive to be fully consumed, including scrolls. So use your best judgment based on your guild. But if there's a time to go all out, it would be for Sunwell prog. Because it's going to get easier once you start wearing the Sunwell gear. That gives you a bunch more MIT. Right now, this is sub-Sunwell gear. And we're trying to fight it for the first time. So you want to use whatever items you can to help out. Another one, as I mentioned, is the Nightmare Seed. Holy Earth Mother, this is expensive. These used to be like 6 gold each. And now they're like 32. Jeez Louise. It's super expensive, but I'm trying to bring a bunch of them and see what I can do with it. But it's a very powerful effect. 2,000 health for 30 seconds. And it uses the same slot as your health potion, or sorry, your Hailstone, which means you can have Iron Shield up and Nightmare Seed at the same time. So, I guess the big picture here is Sunwell prog, if you're a tank, you are all about MIT. 100% about MIT. Don't even think about threat. I'm not even going to think about threat at all. Maybe a little bit. No, not at all. Just all about MIT. How big can you be? Do you need a battle shot? No, we commanding shot to get that health. Oh, that reminded me of something really important. The spec. I respect. Normally, for Black Temple Hajal, I would go Impale prot. So I get this. 2 points in Impale. It means that your critical strike damage is just really big, and you deal tons of threat, which means your DPS can go all out. But here, we need to focus on not being a pancake. So, instead of putting points here, and instead of putting points here, which I normally put 3 in Cruelty, I did this. Defense, armor, shield, block, last stand, defiance, imp taunt, imp sunder, concussion blow, improved shield wall for a 15-second shield wall. That seems really clutch, especially for prog and bosses that hit super hard. That's 15 seconds of 75% reduction in damage on top of your normal 10% damage reduction from defensive stance. So you're just super tanky. And then shield mastery, which means that my block, before I spec'd into this and before I had mid on, it was like 300 per block, but now it's 437 per block, which is crazy good. Every time you shield block, that's minus 437. One-handed weapon spec. And then I also got this. Normally I don't take these if I'm pumping threat, but this time, threat is not the priority. Staying alive is the priority for a stable pull. So I'm getting these. 6% less spell damage. That's on top of the 10% from defensive stance. And then, of course, vitality and your devastate. But yeah, I respect and then I built my mitt set. I made sure my mitt set had all the gems that I wanted. And then I made sure that I had very progression-oriented consumables ready instead of the usual threat stuff. And don't be discouraged if your guild wipes a bunch or you get stuck in Sunwell. It's no joke, and you have a good bit of time to figure out the fights. So you've got items that you can get to improve your chances, you've got gear that can improve your chances, and then you've got practice with your team. That's another big one. You can do it with a lot of different raid comps, so just try to be patient with people and try your best. Let me know if you have any funny stories from Sunwell. Personally, I'm going to go in and test this out and see how it goes. I'll probably upload the first progression raid just for fun if you wanted to see what Brunt's first progression was like. Well, from me, Brunt, ancestors watch over you. Best of luck in your abyss in Sunwell, and I'll see y'all around. Hope you don't get pancaked by the boss.